The other day, you probably saw a video that came out about a little budget, I want to say budget robot pool cleaner. And when I shot it at the beginning, it was with a pretty dirty pool. And it tried, but it filled up really fast. Basically, what happened is I had to pause that video and then kind of come back later on after I got the majority of it cleaned. This video here is actually taking place in the middle of when that video was actually happening, because we had to clean the pool up more to get it to a point where that other vacuum could function. So I actually went out and bought another pool cleaner because they were on sale. So I bought this one right here, the Wybot cordless. It's their C1. It's their entry level into a pool cleaner that I think is app-based, as well as is able to do the walls. So not just the bottom surface. You can climb the walls, which we really like because, of course, that kind of area gets kind of slimy, dirty too over time. Basically, think of this video as being done in the middle of that other video. And that other pool cleaner, I think, again, did really good for the fact that it was really trying to get the dirt, but it just couldn't handle that amount. So as a pool cleaner that you only need the surface done, the bottom of the pool done, for a flat pool, and you don't want to spend a lot of money, and it's primarily going to be used for maintenance. So once it's already clean and you want to just keep it clean, I think that one does pretty good, especially at its price point. You know, if you want to spend $200, but if you want it to really clean, really do better, you need to step up your game. Anyways, in the box, as you can see, you get a charging, which is why I took it out of the box last night, because I needed to charge it. I guess that's it. Ready? Just charge it. Okay, charge it, start it, connect it to the app, submerge it, do your stuff. Cool. And then you get some extra little, this is like the hook to help pull it out of the water, right? So you get a manual and all that kind of stuff. And I think these are extra filters down the road you need to replace. But every once in a while, Wybot puts them on sale. This one, Canadian, normally is 800 and change, like 810 or something like that. I got it for $5.99. So I was like, yep, I'll save myself a couple bucks. So yes, I did buy it. Wybot. I approached you. You said, we'll figure it out. So you either made some money off me, or I'm gonna sign it. I don't know. We'll see. It's got a bit of a mess to clean up. So we're gonna go outside and see how it does. Oh yeah, you guys want to see it, yeah? So what's kind of cool too is that it comes in different colors. So I got the fancy grayish, whitish, black, because that's my thing, right? There it is, the C1. So inside here, this is a little thing. This is where you charge it, right? And then you make sure you tighten this up when it's there. Other than that, it's got all your jets. It's got some stickers on it, so make sure you remove those. I do like the fact too that this one has a track on it, right? So that's to help it move over some pretty serious debris, plus help in its wall climbing ability. So I'm going to set it up, get it connected to the app. I'm going to throw it in the pool, and we're going to see how it does. Okay, so we're outside, and I'll show you the pool in a second, but this was the other robot cleaner right here. It's beeping because it's almost dead. And as it did before, it's we've been using it for a while to try to get some of it. And this did way better than I thought it was going to do at that price point. But the water in the middle is still really dirty. So we're going to throw this one in the pool. Now, as it says, setting up to the Wi-Fi, super easy. You just kind of power it on to your app. It finds it, pairs, connects to a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network, and you're off the races. And then you have 3 minutes to, always 3 minutes after you power it on to get it in the water. After that 3 minutes goes by, it powers itself off, and you have to do it again. But key here is, can it clean this? If so, yeehaw, right? That's the hope. All right, I'm gonna throw it in the water. Let's see how it does, I guess. Yes? Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So the C1, we let it run probably for a good, I'll say a day, maybe even most of the 2 days just to let it go, which means you probably did about 2 to 3 passes per day, full charging passes to make sure that it could clean the pool. But I have to say, in regards to the other one, that yes, cheaper, could only do the floor, but definitely couldn't get that floor clean. This one actually got the floor way cleaner than even I thought it was going to, which was good, right? Now, it did miss some of the parts around the edging, of course, with a circular pool. Now, some of that may have been a little bit of our own fault or issue because, of course, a lot of these robot vacuums have patterns that they do. But because we're kind of in the process of filtering the water and all that kind of stuff, we actually have a water hose kind of pushing water in one direction, and then we have another pump pushing it. So we get this kind of current that's going around. And I think that was kind of throwing it off because a lot of times we'd see the vacuum go kind of wanting to move forward, but kind of drifting off to the side because of that current. So a little bit our fault in regards to that. So that may have been some of the issues. But in the center, for pretty much the majority of the pool again, except for some of the outsides, but we'll run it a few more times, try to see if we can get that. It actually did a really good job. So I think if you have a pool that's, again, not crazy dirty, because if you want crazy dirty, I know even Wybot has a new C2 that has vision, so it actually looks for dirt on the floor. And if it sees it, it goes and cleans it. That's probably something that you're looking at, but you're looking at $1,000 for a cleaner like that. And it may be completely worth it. Now, the other thing with this cleaner that I do like is the fact that it can do walls. So you'll actually see it go up and do the walls, et cetera, which is great. Coverage wise, it's hard for me to tell, but it looks like the walls in general did good. I do think that current is going to play a bit of an issue. And because of that, I think, the robot vacuum itself, the C1, didn't always know exactly where it was because, of course, it was going toward a wall and go up and come back the other way, but the current would push it off to the side and hit a wall, and it thinks probably it's straight across, but it really isn't, right? Because the current moved it. So just kind of be aware of that if you are running a vacuum cleaner. Maybe turn off all your pumps and stuff like that so it can, not have that current going. Last thing I do like about this, again, it's a bit of an upgrade from, let's say, the previous vacuum that we just did, is that it's app controlled. So, you can go into the app and kind of tell it, yes, I just want the floors. Yes, I just want the walls. Yes, I want both. Yes, I want it to do them in this order, et cetera, which I think is really great. Now, once the vacuum is in the water, you kind of lose that connectivity, of course, because it can't go through water, which makes sense. But you can pre-program it ahead of time to make sure that it actually is doing what you need it to do. And the last thing I like, which I complained about with the other one, is that it does dock at the wall. Yes, the other one did too. But the other one docked on the wall on the other side, which is not where I put it in. And that made it a bit of an issue trying to retrieve it. This one, and it docked, 3, 4, 5 times, and it always docked close. I won't say it was exactly where I put it in, but it was close to where I put it in. So a lot of times I put it in here, it would dock here. Again, I think the current was playing a bit of a role in that. If I'm wrong, please somebody tell me. But it should dock very close, possibly, to where you actually put it in, which I like.
Okay, so here's kind of what I like about and it's done it every time. So I'm guessing it's something, is that when it kind of runs out of power or full or whatever, it seems to at least come close to where I put it in. I put it in the water right there, and it came here. So that's kind of nice, right? I don't have to kind of go over there to figure out how to pull this out.
So for me, with the amount of times that we actually use a robot vacuum, and for the amount of times that you buy a robot vacuum and you probably expect to have it for a couple years for sure. I myself would invest the extra money to get the C1 over the previous one that I got. Now, again, I think if you had an even better vacuum, you'd get even better results. But I don't have one of those to put it up against. For now, I think in that $600 Canadian range, which is what I got this for, it's a great little robot vacuum, and I think we'll use it a lot during the summer. Anyways, I'm going to leave a link down below if you guys are interested in all of this. I don't know if it's still on sale, but it may. And if not, they do seem to go on sale every once in a while throughout the year, especially if you're at the beginning of the pool season. So links down below. And that's it for me. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next video. Later.